while, and I have had enough of this. I doubt that we can solve it. Been trying for so long, and I just can't ignore.
Yellow, hey, welcome back to another cleaning video. We just got back from Sam's, so I am unloading everything and I'm going to be putting all these groceries up. Hubby did help me. He loaded everything in the deep freezer, and then he did have to run out to Home Depot because we finally fixed the outlets on this back panel where the toaster oven and the microwave and the stove are. Like, all the appliances work, but the two outlets were not working, and so hubby finally got it fixed. So I'm super excited about that. These cinnamon puffs, bomb. Y'all, if you see these at Sam's, pick them up. I wanted to try these. These are like cookies. They're peach cobbler. They're supposed to be like thin and crispy, it said, cookies, and they were like a limited time only, and so I wanted to give them a try. They're okay. Like, on the back of the cookie there is some like icing on there, and there is like some sticky portion of the cookie, which wasn't really my favorite because it gets like stuck in your teeth, but I wanted to give them a shot. So I picked them up. I love going to Sam's, but I really do I dislike grocery shopping. This part is not my favorite, like putting everything together, taking everything out of boxes and all of that. It does take some time, but you know, it's inevitable. You got to get it done. So I'm getting all this stuff put up, but I've got some good cleaning motivation lined up in today's video for the weekend, the upcoming weekend. And I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are taking care of yourself and you're doing well. And I hope that all is well with you and your family. But let's go ahead and unload these groceries and jump into the video.
Ever be the same? No, we will never be that good again. Don't drag it out, skip the innocence. Things will never be the same again. You know, I got all that I need. No need to apologize. No, we won't waste any more time. Yeah, I am all that I need. No, we won't waste any more time, yeah. You're still stuck on my mind. You won't go away. It's like you are a part of me. The mansion in my dreams. Now you won't be there, and I just can't ignore that it won't ever be the same. No, we will never be that good again. Things will never be the same again. And now I got all that I need. No need to apologize. No, we won't waste any more time. Yeah, I am all that I need. No need to apologize. No, we won't waste any more time. Yeah.
So I did wipe down the refrigerator before we went shopping really quickly. I do want to do a deep clean in here. Like, I want to take all of the sides down, like the what are the little, Lord, I cannot talk, the little shelves and the drawers, and just get them nice and deep cleaned and wiped down. But for the most part, the refrigerator wasn't too bad, but I do like to just go through everything and kind of, you know, get rid of like condiments and things that are expired and wipe down the refrigerator. It just makes it so much easier to have a clean refrigerator before you go grocery shopping. But we were out all day today. Oh my goodness. It was just like never ending. We had appointments back to back, and then little man had his swim school. We actually increased the frequency of that, so he is now going more often. He goes twice a week now. And then we had just like so much stuff to do. So it was just like, you know, yeah, just get it done, get it done. It seems like now the day, even though the days are getting, it feels like shorter because the sun goes down quicker. I absolutely dislike that. I hate that about the wintertime, like that it gets dark at 4 o'clock. Oh, I cannot stand that. I just think it's so it's just depressing in my opinion, honestly. I like when the sun is out for until like 8 o'clock, 8:30, but you know, you can't, excuse me, really control that. But it seems like now that the days are getting, it feels like shorter, they're also getting longer because there's just like so much stuff to do. But anyway, so I cleaned out this drawer. We really needed some sandwich bags. So we got the variety pack, it's a limited time only right now, which is kind of a bummer. I hope that it comes back because I really like this variety pack of bags because it's so much easier. Like it has the freezer bags, the pint bags, the smaller sandwich bags, because I am always packing hubby's lunch for work. And so I try to use containers more, but you know, the bags really do come in handy. I still have not found the attachment for this daggone vacuum. Like I am at this point, I'm 100% convinced that I accidentally threw it out, which is such a bummer. But you know, I don't know if I'm going to get a new cordless vacuum. We've had this one for several years, and I know that these go like, I don't know, every 3 to 5 years you have to get a new one. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just end up purchasing the attachment or buying a new one. Who knows? But I got this drawer just nice and vacuumed out, and I'm going to get this is like the drawer where I keep all of the bags, all of the aluminum foil, the saran wrap, the parchment paper, and all of those things. I bought these little the red, yellow, and blue things. Those are like cutters for sandwiches. I bought those when little man was in school for his school lunches, and so I really haven't used them since. I thought about tossing them, but I was like, you know what, let me keep them just in case. So I might use them for something. But let's go ahead and just get this this drawer just nice and organized.
All these memories that we've made won't fade away for a while. You said you don't mind, that you'll be just fine. No room for second chances. Hey, I got all that I need. No need to apologize. We won't waste any more time. Yeah, I am all that I need. No need to apologize. I got all that I need. Apologize, no, we won't waste any more time, yeah. I am all that I need. No need to apologize, no, we won't waste any more time, yeah. Baby, yeah. I got all you need. I got all you need, say. We won't waste any more time, yeah.
I am so excited about this new air fry oven that we got. We purchased this from Sam's, and y'all, this is legit. I've been using this the last couple of days, and I really, really like this. The previous toaster oven that we had, I believe we got that at, I think it was TJ Maxx, and it worked. It was okay, but the bottom, like the drip pan, is literally impossible to clean. It's very, very cheap metal. It's like that flimsy metal, super impossible to clean. I have done everything. I'm going to show you how it looks. It is just disastrous, and I've been wanting a new air fryer oven, but I didn't know which one to get. And then when we saw this, I was like, okay, I get so excited about stuff like this. Like when you get new things for the house, this really does. I love this. I love it so much. Like I really do. And this is legit. So this can, it air fries, it air roasts, it air broils, it dehydrates, it reheats, it bakes, it toasts. Obviously, there is so many different functions on this thing, and it works so well. It heats up so fast, and the light comes on when, like, I think it's like 30 seconds or a minute before your food is getting ready to be ready. And so it'll like slowly come on and then slowly go off. And you can flip it up so that it, like for storage reasons, if you don't want it to lay flat, you can flip it up, and then it will. Rex is right here snipping, y'all, so that's the noise that you hear. Look at this drip pan, absolutely atrocious. Like oh my goodness. And I really have tried everything to keep that thing clean, but you can flip it up so that you can have some more counter space, which I don't think we will be doing because I actually like it here, but I am really, really happy with this purchase. Now y'all, look at this outlet. This is definitely the problem that, the reason why the outlet was no longer working. So like I said, hubby ran to the hardware store and he got a 4-pack of new outlets. And I think he's going to be installing some, like replacing the other ones throughout the house. Now, one of the things that hubby does not like messing with is electric, which I completely understand. Like this is not, electricity is really, really scary, honestly, to mess with. And he did go out and shut off the panels, and he still got shocked. So this wasn't fun for him to do, but he got it done. And I'm actually like really, really proud of him. We do, if there is something that needs to be done throughout the house, we really do try to do it ourselves to save money. He has done so many things. Like he's fix the the copper wiring for the sprinkler heads. He has replaced our, what is that thing called in the basement? The water heater. He's done a lot of things throughout the house, and some things, you know, if you don't know how to do it, YouTube University, like right here, baby. That is the one thing that I really do appreciate about social media. I know that there's so many, like social media, there really is a lot of bad things that there's so many bad things about social media. I'm just going to say that. But there are a lot of good. And that is one thing that I really do appreciate about YouTube. Like I have learned so many things watching videos like tutorials and just watching other people do things on how to fix things and just everything really. You can, if there's something that you need fixed or something that you need like some knowledge about, I mean, there's just social media. You can definitely find it. There's so many videos on things, on how to learn how to do things. But anyways, he got it fixed, and so I'm just so happy because now the 2 outlets on that back panel work now, and I'm just like I'm happy. I don't have to like move the toaster oven every single time I have to use it, and so it just makes things a lot easier. So anyways, it is the next morning and it's a new month. It is already October. I cannot believe it's man, the end of the year is here. This year just flew, but I am stripping both of the beds. So I like to do this at least once a month. As far as like the mattresses go, just get it nice and deep cleaned, but I'm taking everything off. I took off all the linen, all of the mattress covers, all of the pillow covers. I'm getting everything washed and deep cleaned. I'm going to flip the mattresses. I am going to lay down some baking soda, which I let sit on the mattresses for a couple of hours while I was out doing some other things. I got all the yard work done. Like I was doing it all, y'all. And it just felt so good.
It's for somebody special. Yeah, can't wait it out tonight. Baby, you special. Can't wait it out tonight. Yeah, can't believe it's so. Yeah, 20 nights been so. Baba don't lose composure. Yeah, girl, my champion lover. Would you wait for me, girl? Yeah, cause now you did cross my mind. Would you wait for me, girl? I know, ain't no distance, ain't no time to get me back to you. Yeah, give me Gucci. Yeah, give me Gucci. Yeah, to get me back to you. Give me Gucci. Yeah, give me Gucci. Nah, give me Gucci. Yeah, to get me back to you. Cannot deny.
So it was pretty early in the morning, and so I had the windows open. I have been doing this every morning. Like I have not turned on the air for a while now, for a good while. I let all of the morning breeze come in, and then when it starts getting warmer, because today it was like 83 degrees, when it starts about noon, I will close the windows, like this window here, and then the windows that are facing where the sun is just beating, and then put the blinds so that I can kind of cover it. And then I let all the cooler air on the other side of the house come in, and that works pretty well. Like by the time the sun is settling, I'll close the blinds. I'll still keep the windows open, but I'll close the blinds so that it can kind of trap in that cooler air, that cooler morning air that I've had in, and that's been keeping the house pretty cool. Like today it's supposed to be super hot too. Well, not super hot, but about 84. And then it's supposed to really cool down. And so, I'm kind of excited for that. Like this, I love this type of weather. Like mid 80s is good for me. I do like warmer weather, but I also appreciate cooler weather as well. I'm definitely not looking forward to all of the snow that we are going to be getting in the wintertime. We do live in Colorado, and so we get a lot of snow. I mean, it depends on the year. You know, some years are lighter than others, but I'm just not looking forward to like shoveling all the snow and everything else. Ugh. But anyway, so I got the yard done. Little man and I were out here. I cut the front yard and the backyard. I didn't film that, but it just looks great. And I wanted to take advantage of it. Like we got this done at like 9 o'clock in the morning. And so it was nice and cool. In the front, it was a little bit hot, but the back, oh my goodness, it felt so good back here. So after I was done cutting the yard, I went through all of the rocks in the front. I picked out all of the weeds. As you can see here, I did the backyard as well. And I'm also going to trim a couple of the plants and the flowers and everything. So while the mattress covers and everything else were kind of washing and drying, I was multitasking. I was getting other things done like this and some other things as well. So my lavender plant here, it's getting a little crusty. I mean, I'm hoping that this will bounce back. We did have a big lavender plant that was in the mulch area that we kind of redid this summer, and it got like this, and I ended up trimming it back, and it did kind of come back. There were some pieces that were kind of dead, but I know lavender is pretty resilient. So I just kind of trimmed the dead portions, and I'm hoping that this will bounce back. Like I said, if it doesn't, I'll probably just end up buying another one and replanting it, but I'm hoping that this will be okay. My bleeding heart here, I have done this a couple of times. This was in the ground, and I ended up potting it in this pot here. And every year that it kind of goes, I just trim it back, and it comes back every year. So I'm hoping that nothing will change. I'm hoping that it'll come back since I potted it in the pot. And then I don't remember what this plant is called, but I definitely did not plant this deep enough. I saw after I was kind of trimming the dead portions here that it needs some more potting mix. And so I'm hoping that this will come back too. Next summer, I'll definitely plant it a little bit deeper. But it definitely, I mean, it's done well. It hasn't, other than it getting a little bit crusty, it's done pretty well. So I'm trimming my rose bush now, and just trimming all of the dead, like the spent roses, and then the dead portions. I did have a Japanese beetle infestation. Well, I wouldn't say not infestation, but kind of like a problem. I would come out here every couple of days and just check on it. And there were some Japanese beetles and some caterpillars that were feeding, just having a ball on this. And hubby actually looked it up. The Japanese beetle, they say that you don't want to squash them, which is what I was doing, because it actually releases some kind of chemical that will attract more Japanese beetles to come to your plant. And so we've been drowning them. I know that sounds super harsh, but we'll just get like a container with some water, some soapy water, and then put them in the soapy water, and it drowns them. And honestly, since we've been doing that, I have not seen any come back. Like, it's been several weeks since we did that to the last one, and none have come back, which works pretty well. So I just trimmed this bad boy, and then the plants were pretty much done. I also pulled a bunch of weeds in this not a bunch, but some weeds in this portion here, in the bark portion, or the mulch. And then now I am going to just kind of clean up this area here. I decided that I am going to sell this patio set because It is really weathered. There was a portion of the chair that was kind of coming apart, which hubby fixed, and I'm just going to pull this underneath the porch. I took some pictures of this, and then I'm going to sell it. I really want to get a patio set that has a cover because we get all of the winter elements here. So the furniture that I buy, I want it to be good quality furniture, and I also want to take care of it. That is the biggest thing. I feel like when you take care of your things that are in your house, they will take care of you. And although this set, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with this set other than it being weathered. You can't really see it unless you look up close. The top of the table is very, very scratched. And we've had this set for years and years. But like I said, I want to get something that's a little bit smaller and something that is that has a cover and something that I can really, really take care of. And like this just, like it's rusting and everything else. So I'm going to take some pictures and I'm going to list it, and I do want to get rid of it. And now that we are moving into the winter time, I know that patio sets are going to be on sale. So I'm going to be on the lookout for something that is on sale and something that that will fit a little bit smaller in this area.
And if God is my witness, now you be my weakness, my no be boss. See Oluwa don't bless me, not true, no be ghost ride. If they say I didn't listen, baby, you're the one that I'm missing, girl, and my darling, would you wait for me, girl? Yeah, cause now you did cross my mind. Would you wait for me, girl? I know, ain't no distance, ain't no time to get me back to you, coach. Nah, coach. Yeah, get me back to you. Oh, nah, coach. Yeah, to get me back to you.
Let the baking soda sit for several hours, and so I am going to vacuum all of this up. I use the bigger Hoover vacuum, which works really, really well. The suction on the attachment works really well. So I'm going to vacuum this up. I'm going to get a fresh new set of linens on here, and I'm going to put everything back. I already took everything out of the dryer. I also was doing a bunch of laundry. I'm going to wipe down all of the nightstands, just get them nice and sanitized. And I did sweep in here, which worked so much better, in my opinion, than vacuuming.
Girl, was tired of hearing the same song. And girl, my light was starting to fade without you around. But then you came along bringing something new. Showed the kind of vibe that I never knew. I want you here by my side. It took a little time, but the magic grew. I didn't see it then, now I see the truth. Girl, I realize, I think I'm falling. I think I'm falling into something special. Into something special, babe. I think I'm falling. Never saw it coming. Got just something special. Girl, I think I'm falling in love. Yeah, I think I'm falling in love. Yeah, girl, what you want, you can have it. You can have it, girl. Oh, it's wherever you wanna go. I can take you there. When you come around and I see you move, you get me in a trance like no one could. I by my side. It took a little time, but the magic grew. I didn't see it then, now I see the truth. And girl, I realize I think I'm falling. I think I'm falling into something special, into something special, babe. I think I'm falling, never saw it coming. God, just something special, girl. I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling into something special, into something special, babe. I think I'm falling, never saw it coming. God, you're something special, girl. I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love. Yeah. I think I'm falling in love.
Ended up putting our thicker comforter on the bed this time because it is supposed to be getting like cooler. And I think I was watching the news and I think they said the first day of like snowfall that we got last year was like October. I don't remember. I think it was like 14th or 17th, something like that, like mid-October. And so it is definitely coming. We have been looking at some snow blowers. That's definitely something that we want to invest in. This probably isn't the best time to buy them because, you know, we're heading right into winter. And so they're going to be just like priced high. They're going to be priced high. But I mean, what are you going to do? That's definitely something that we want to get because shoveling the snow and just like breaking your back, oh Lord, especially when it's a lot of snow. And we did have several days last year where, man, there was a lot of snow. I tried to do my best to get as much as I can get done while hubby's at work, but sometimes when there's just a bunch and it's super, super heavy, like I just can't do it. Like I tried, the patio basically is like my main focus because a lot of that heavy snow, like we don't have a covered patio, unfortunately. I wish that we did, but our back patio is not covered. And that stuff gets really, really heavy and it can really weigh down your patio a lot. And the patio, we definitely need to get the patio redone in the back. Like it definitely needs to get redone. I just know that is just going to be so expensive. If it's not something, it's another. But yeah, that's definitely something that we need to get redone. But yeah, we just have been looking. So going to be looking for some snow blowers for sure. So I am going to wipe down these nightstands and then I did wipe down the dresser as well. I didn't end up filming that and I'm going to get the floors nice and done. I was deep cleaning, like I had my mop heads soaking in some Clorox. And so I didn't end up mopping today. I'll definitely get that done. But yeah, so after I let them soak in some Clorox, I do throw them in the wash, like with some rugs or, you know, whatever else. And I'm going to get those nice and washed. But I do need to get some new mop heads as well. That's something I definitely need to get done. But I ended up sweeping, which worked really, really well. I think I'm going to start sweeping up here more often because you can just, sweeping is just a little bit better instead of vacuuming. And in some situations, in my opinion, it was just a lot easier to get like underneath the nightstands and kind of underneath the bed and just like in the crevices and things like that where your vacuum can't really get. And this just worked really well with Rex's hair and the dust and everything else that just settles on the floor.
it feels so good to take you off the pedestal. I don't know what I was thinking. Let it be more than drinking and going back to your place, never to see you again. That was simply delusion, followed up with confusion. That was just substitution for your lonely bed. So that's impressive, how much you're messing with my feelings and my heart. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's impressive, how much you're messing with my feelings and my heart. Oh, yeah. I'm going back to the table round. Oh, they saving us up for the stable friend of mine, 'cause they know all this time that I was out my mind, thinking you were the one that
Our bedroom is nice and cleaned. It smells so good in here. There is nothing like a nice clean, like deep clean mattress and bed. I ended up taking out because I did sweep up Rex's crate. I ended up taking out the blanket that was in there because it was just way too thick. When we do put him in his crate, he will just push the blanket all to one side and just lay on the bed. We have a pad in there, and so he has plenty of cushion, but we do keep, like, we had that blanket in there just in case, and I want to get something a lot lighter. So I'll probably hit up Home Goods for that, or maybe use like an old sheet or like a couple old pillowcases, something like that, because that little dog, I mean, Frenchies are heat intolerant anyways, and he does get hot really, really easily. I know that he is looking forward to the winter for sure. But yeah, so I did vacuum out his kennel, and then I ended up just tossing that blanket, and I'll get something new for him. But we're in little man's room now. I vacuumed up his mattress. We're just going to do the same thing in here. I got a fresh new mattress cover on here and a new set of linens and a comforter, and I'm going to wipe down all of his surfaces as well and sweep in here also.
feelings so strong. I should know, I should know. I don't know what I was thinking. Let it be more than drinking and going back to your place, never to see you again. That was simply delusion, followed up with confusion. That was just substitution for your lonely bed. So that's impressive, how much you're messing with my feelings and my heart. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's impressive, how much you're messing with my feelings and my heart. Oh, yeah. No, you don't care, no, you don't care, no, you don't care, no, you don't care. Could be good, then you fade, then you fade. Never to see you again. That was simply delusion, followed up with confusion. That was just substitution for your lonely bed. So that's impressive, how much I'm missing. My feelings in my heart, in my heart. Yeah, that's impressive, how much I'm missing. My feelings in my heart. Oh, yeah. How much you're missing with me. How much you're messing 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 with me.
I stocked up on some more learning things from the Dollar Tree. Y'all, the Dollar Tree is pretty legit with some things. I have noticed that different locations really do carry different things. Like I straight up have like one location where I'm like, okay, this is where I go to get my containers or to get like a couple of cleaning supplies that I like. This is where I'm going to go to get toys. This is where I'm going to go to get this, to get that. I have this other location that I've been going to frequently, really has some really good learning things, like their learning supplies and I know a lot of teachers hit up the Dollar Tree for school supplies and things like that. They really do have a wide, like just a bigger selection of school supplies and learning things that is pretty legit in my opinion. And those school supplies and stuff I have noticed are still $1.25, which I can appreciate. And so I stocked up on a lot more workbooks and just like learning stuff that little man is having a good time with. And it's been going really well. Like teaching your kids at home is just, in my opinion, is unmatched. Like I've really been having a good time with it, as well as little man. So I went through his closet and I'm going through his shirts. There are several things in here that is still like 3T and 4T. Little man just turned 5 and he still fits in a lot of 4T things, like especially with pants. We call him our skinny mini because he's tall. He is stretched out a lot, but his waist is still pretty small. And so 5T things just really fall off of him, but there are some like just smaller clothes in here. So I got rid of those. We got him a couple shirts when we went to Sam's, but we do need to get him a couple more shirts and maybe a couple more pairs of pants. He still has several things like in the back portion of his closet. This is only one portion of it, but he has a lot of things that are still too big that he can still fit in a little bit later.
I think I need good chat therapy. My little safe haven of conversation, where we make space and ease our frustrations. Continuation for days and days, and I can just say it, no explanation needed. We just understand what we mean, if only through pictures and memes. Years together run deep in the glow of our screens. It's a party inside. Sometimes you need solutions and sometimes it's just a vibe in group chat therapy. Tell you all my secrets, it's safe to keep them. Sharing our dreams and the whys and reasons. Since our last conversation, my girl's been waiting.
Little man's room is nice and cleaned and wiped down. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this video brought you some good cleaning motivation, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye.